Hello and welcome to my channel today, Boo Snakes and More. Today we're going to be talking about 8 movie monsters that are stranger than Godzilla. So please like this video and subscribe to the channel. Godzilla truly has earned his title, the King of the Monsters. Ever since his first movie appearance in 1954, he has sparked a legacy that few other characters have archived. With merchandise, collectibles, comics, movies, and theme park attractions. Part of the key to his success is the fact that instead of merely being a monster, Godzilla represents a horrifyingly historic moment, which can be scarier than anything the human imagination can create. Created as a metaphor for nuclear weaponry, and with skin that resembles radiation scarring, the first of Godzilla's many forms stood out from his later appearances. The best Godzilla movies have leaned into both horror and action. Learning from the hard lesson in 1998's Godzilla, which drastically redesigned the titular monster, turning him into a giant lizard rather than the big-bellied mutant with the instantly recognizable silhouette. Recent Godzilla movies have used advances in visual effects, but the original character's slow-moving and similarly invertible rampage felt more ominous and arguably more powerful. The monster versus many Titan battles are legendary, portraying Godzilla as one of the most powerful monsters of all time. But he can be beaten both by characters in his own universe and different stories altogether. The Kraken.
Like the X-Men, the Justice League.
Godzilla originally came out of the sea, and he can clearly swim, but he appears more comfortable on land. On the other hand, the Kraken is one of the most iconic sea monsters of all time, whether controlled by Davy Jones in the Pirates of the Caribbean franchise.
What the? Lovecraft, yeah. Lovecraft. H.P. Lovecraft.
Poseidon in the Clash of the Titans,
Or from Lovecraft.
or Free, as in Scandinavian
Because
folklore.
all the Kraken stuff I
The
know
Kraken is usually portrayed as a giant octopus. But Ray Harrison's humanoid monster was ahead of its time in the original Clash of the Titans. That said, any version of the Kraken could beat Godzilla in a fight in the water, as long as it does not let Godzilla charge up his dorsal plates, with the Kraken being an ancient monster and Godzilla's radiation being a more modern intervention. The Kraken is unlikely to have defenses against this skill. However, it can last indefinitely in water, is enormous, and if it pulled Godzilla down into the depths of the ocean, it has the advantage and the strength from being in its own element. Mecha Godzilla. Why setting Godzilla against other movie monsters in imaginary fights is fun to speculate over. Some movie monsters do not need this debate, as they have already proven that they are stronger than Godzilla. Mechagodzilla has beaten Godzilla in 3 different fights, proving that the human-made robot doppelganger can get the better of his arch-enemy multiple times. It is possible that another fight between the two will happen sooner than expected, as the TV series Monarch Legacy of Monsters has already set up Mechagodzilla's arrival by showing the mysterious Apex Cybernautics taking a big leap forward, with Apex being involved with the creation of Mechagodzilla. A win against the original monster depends on how advanced the next creation will be. If he is smart enough to target Godzilla's weak spots,
but I need you to make this.
he has done before.
Finish, right?
Yes. This becomes more likely And it looks as though the Godzilla will have to have a rematch. Henry, your food's done! Martha.
Mothra. I know you're talking about the moth thing from Godzilla, right?
Mothra's strength and power is more than just physical, yes. In a challenge that relies on nothing more than brute force, it is likely that Godzilla. Hidden! Food's done! That Godzilla could easily overpower her. However, Mothra proves that there are many kinds of strengths, and some are underestimated, as Mothra has a shocking franchise record in the Monsterverse, with 9 wins against other Kuja, including Godzilla himself.
It's not Kuja, it's Kaiju.
Against other kaiju, including Godzilla himself. Part of this is due to her very specific abilities. Mothra has the power to connect with other kaiju in a way that many MonsterVerse characters do not, and why she rarely defeats him on her own. Her skills are essential for taking him down.
We're back.
As a heavy creature usually remaining in contact with the ground, Godzilla is no match for Mothra's aerial agility. Her most powerful weapon, though, is her ability to regenerate, ensuring that she is never really beaten, but not even by Godzilla.
I believe Godzilla were a same one.
Cthulhu.
Show me. Yeah, that don't sound right, but I'm not too sure.
The alien looking Godzilla.
Cthulhu. I don't know that one. Some of them I know, others I'm not really into the
Cthulhu. Godzilla has several extraordinary powers. He is a living, atomic breathing creature, and his abilities, despite changing in every movie, are still more grounded than the arsenal of psychological weapons that Cthulhu has and can use.
Mom, you're dumb.
Lovecraft.
That's not from Godzilla. That's the Kraken type thingy from HP from the Lovecraft stories.
Lovecraftian horror centers on monsters beyond imagination, whose mere presence and perception is enough to drive witnesses mad. As an elder god who exists on another plane of existence, Cthulhu is the ultimate immortal monster.
Yes, this is what it's talking about.
Okay.
From HP Lovecraft. It's the Cthulhu mythology.
Godzilla's radiation is often the final resort weapon that is capable of mass destruction. But even this is not enough to destroy Cthulhu, who has the ability to regenerate. The Great Old One also has mind-controlling powers, and a version of Godzilla under the control of such a disturbing entity could destroy the entire universe.
They did meet.
This instantly makes... Oh, stupid phone!
May die story from 2024. So Godzilla, so Cthulhu is in the Godzilla universe. That's cool.
And a version of Godzilla under the control of such a disturbing entity could destroy the entire universe. This instantly makes Cthulhu a formidable enemy, both to Godzilla and to the rest of the world, if the two were to team up. Kaiju. One of Pacific Rim's many kaiju would almost certainly last seconds in a battle with Godzilla. But they have a weapon that even the King of Monsters has no way of getting or realizing unless he communicates with the human characters in the movie. The kaiju in the movie are a hive mind of cloned bioweapons from another dimension, sent as initial fighters to neutralize any threats in the dimension, as Godzilla would certainly count as a threat after a few epic battles in which he comes out as the victor. The tables would turn. The alien ray.
Life would be in stars, but it came from deep beneath the Pacific.
Oh.
What the hell is going on?
Come on.
Those kaiju made land and
The alien race who sent the kaiju have patience that can last for hundreds of thousands of years. So after the first wave of kaiju, thought to be the dinosaurs, failed to inhabit the earth, the advanced aliens waited. It might take time for them to learn Godzilla's weaknesses, but time is something that they have in abundance, and after the hive mind scares the tried and trusted methods used against them Godzilla has next. He knows he is especially in a multi-kaiju group. Medusa. Greek mythology is not oftentimes to its female characters, yet the legend of Medusa Fusion is better than any other. Poseidon's assailants, Athena's priestess. After Poseidon assaults Athena's priestess, she is punished for her actions, with Athena turning her hair into snakes and cursing her with a gaze that turns anyone who meets it be stoned. Even in death, Medusa's curse still holds. The paralysis killing her, and using her severed heads to destroy his enemies, including the Krakens. With Medusa's head being capable of sending kaiju shown, Godzilla would be no match for her, even with his most powerful weapons being linked to radiation. Godzilla's atomic breath is a signature weapon, and later hyper-changed versions of it made him even more formidable. Still, if Medusa was able to get near enough to look at him, he would be turned to stone before he could breathe, making a fight between them devastating while extremely short-lived.
First 4 episodes of Mandalorian Season 3. Beware, spoilers ahead. He's got this.
Known as Clover, the Clover-filled monster survived a nuclear blast,
People and
which instantly puts it in a surprisingly powerful position. Unlike many of Godzilla's other opponents, who have to rely on their skills outpacing his,
ruined by a single
while favorable conditions like an ocean fight.
spider
The fact that Clover is capable of surviving Godzilla's most powerful weapons makes a close quarters battle almost invertible. Godzilla's size has often changed, but he is usually higher than a skyscraper, while Clover is on another level.
General Grievous. Hello there. Both
The
technological
monster
terrors
is
are
in the original Cloverfield movie,
alien.
was a lost baby, and yet it was roughly the same size as Godzilla. While its mother towered above the clouds, the size of an enormous mountain, even the baby Clover can hold its own in a fight with Godzilla. But if its mother joins the fight, then Godzilla is almost certain to run in the opposite direction. This would be a wise move,
General,
as staying in one place could allow Clover's parasites to infect him with their toxic bites, potentially even making the parasites more powerful monsters than Godzilla.
like head as
Kronos.
from the thing.
As the leader of the Titans, Kronos is gigantic and can easily use his size to his advantage because one of his other main weapons is surprisingly dangerous.
Like a much
Kronos' ability to control fire makes him a dangerous enemy mode.
former mercenary
But
world.
while firestorms and lava can destroy Godzilla's physical form, it cannot destroy radiation,
Pacific lizard monkeys,
which is his primary weapon. This means that Kronos must close the distance between the two when fighting close quarters. Note, Kronos is a Titan, but these are not to be confused with the MonsterVerse Titans, like Godzilla, who exists in another universe.
Trogdosians are the lizard-like creatures previously seen.
Godzilla became one of a character in later movies. Became more of a character in later movies. But his original movie showed him as a slowly rampaging animal that it was impossible to escape. On the other hand, Kronos is more of a person, even when we made him monsters. And he is capable of using and fighting along with divine weapons, which gives him an even greater assault. Kronos would likely need a divine weapon that could distract or incapacitate Godzilla before letting his fire abilities do the rest.
Only an avatar, right?
Thank you for watching this video and peace out to the next one.
Give the Mandalorians their